Most new traders don't fail because the market is rigged or because they're unlucky. They fail because they keep making the same universal mistakes. Mistakes that trading science has explained for years. Over the past decade, I've analyzed thousands of trading journals and seen the same self-sabotaging patterns again and again. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 10 most damaging mistakes beginner traders make, backed by data, behavioral science, and market psychology, and show you exactly how to fix each one so you can stop gambling and start trading with clarity and finally build an account that grows consistently. But before we jump in, why should you trust me? Let me show you some receipts real quick. Here are some of my most profitable trades from the past few months and even the past few years. These aren't random wins, they're the results of avoiding every single mistake we're about to cover. Alright, let's get into it. Mistake number 1. So you've got your RSI, your MACD, 3 different moving averages, Bollinger Bands, and maybe a Fibonacci retracement thrown in for some good measure. Does that sound familiar? This is what we call analysis paralysis. Studies show that when traders use more than 3 or 4 indicators, their decision making actually gets worse, not better. Your brain gets overloaded trying to reconcile conflicting signals, and you end up frozen or making impulsive choices just to escape the confusion. My advice, keep it simple. 2 or 3 solid indicators that complement each other are all you need. Speaking of keeping things simple, here's where a lot of traders shoot themselves in the foot. They find a proven strategy and then immediately start tweaking it before they've even mastered the original version. You'll follow your plan perfectly for 2 trades, then on trade 3 you'll think,
well, maybe I'll enter here because it feels right.
That's not trading, that's gambling with extra steps. Research from behavioral psychology shows that consistency is one of the strongest predictors of trading success. If you're constantly modifying your approach, you'll never know what actually works. Give a strategy at least 30 or 50 trades before you even think about adjusting it. Now we're getting into territory where beginners really start to lose money. Divergences can be a powerful signal, but here's the problem. Spotting a divergence doesn't mean a reversal happens immediately. I see traders go long the second they spot a bullish divergence on the RSI while price is screaming in a downtrend. Then they watch in horror as the market drops another 200 pips before finally reversing. The data backs this up. Trend following strategies historically outperform counter trend strategies by a significant margin. If you're going to trade divergences, wait for confirmation. Let the trend show signs of exhaustion first. But wait, if trading against the trend is dangerous, surely jumping on a trend should be safe, right? Well, not if you're doing it in the worst possible way. This is FOMO in action. You see a massive green candle, you hear your friends talking about XYZ is going to the moon, and you jump right in at the peak. Then you watch it reverse and stop you out. Studies on market timing show that emotional entries, the ones driven by excitement and fear of missing out, have dramatically higher failure rates than planned entries. The market doesn't care if you feel like you're missing out. In fact, it loves taking money from people who feel that way. So that FOMO entry didn't work. This is usually what happens next. You abandon your entire strategy after 3 or 4 losses. Here's something most beginners don't understand. Even the best trading strategies have losing streaks. A strategy with a 60% win rate, which is actually excellent, will still lose 40% of the time. Statistically, you could see 5 losses in a row and the strategy is still perfectly valid. But beginners panic. They think this doesn't work and they jump to a completely new strategy, resetting the learning process to 0. This creates a destructive cycle where you never gain competence in anything because you're consistently starting over. Now we're getting into the mistakes that fundamentally prevent you from ever becoming consistently profitable. And this one's huge: not keeping a trading journal. Every professional athlete watches film of their performance. Every serious student takes notes. But somehow, beginner traders think they can improve without tracking anything. The research here is crystal clear. Traders who maintain detailed journals showing their entries, exits, emotional state, and reasoning perform significantly better than those who don't. Without a journal, you're flying blind. You can't identify patterns in your behavior, you can't measure improvement, and you can't learn from your mistakes. If you're not tracking your trades, you're not serious about trading. For those of you who are looking for a free trading journal, I've left one linked in the description below. I'm sure you've noticed by now I'm using my real voice instead of the AI voice. Comment down below, which do you prefer? My real voice or the AI voice? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. the get-rich-quick mentality. And this one's insidious because it poisons everything you do. When you expect to 10x your account in a month, what happens? You overtrade. You risk too much per trade. You ignore your stop losses because this one's going to be a big winner. You chase losses, trying to make back yesterday's disaster. Studies on trader psychology consistently show that unrealistic expectations are one of the strongest predictors of account blow-up. The traders who approach this as a legitimate skill that takes years to master, they're the ones still here 5 years later. The ones expecting to get rich quick, they're gone within a few months. Now, here's where things get really dangerous. You've saved up $10,000, maybe $20,000, and you think,
This is my shop. I'm going all in on trading.
that's a terrible idea. When you're trading with money you can't afford to lose, money that should be going to maybe your rent or your emergency fund or your kids' education, the emotional pressure becomes unbearable. Every loss feels like a catastrophe because it actually is one. Neuroscience research shows that financial fear activates the same panic response in our brains as physical danger. You cannot make rational decisions in that state. You just can't. Start small. Start with an amount that would be annoying to lose but wouldn't change your life. Once you're consistently profitable over 6 months to a year, then scale up. The easiest way to start with small capital and still be able to make decent profits is using a prop firm. So if you want funded capital to trade without risking your entire savings, hit the link in my description. I've listed 2 prop firms that are beginner friendly. Read the rules, pick one and get started. The link is down below. Now, we're at number 2, and this mistake eliminates more traders than anything else except our number 1 spot. Trading is legitimately hard. Around 90% of retail traders will quit within their first year. And you know why that statistic exists? Because most people give up the moment it gets difficult. Think about learning any other complex skill. Playing an instrument, speaking a new language, becoming a neurosurgeon. Nobody expects to master those things in 6 months. But with trading, people expect to be profitable within weeks, and when they're not, they quit. The psychological research is clear. Grit and perseverance are better predictors of success than raw intelligence or talent. The traders who succeed aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the ones who refuse to quit, who treat losses as tuition, and who commit to continuous improvement. If you give up, you're guaranteed to fail. It's that simple. And here we are, the most dangerous, most destructive mistake a trader can make: trading without a stop loss. This is the one mistake that can obliterate your entire account in one single trade. Not over months, not over weeks, one trade. Every other mistake on this list will hurt you gradually. This one is like a nuclear bomb. Without a stop loss, you're essentially saying to the market, hey, I'm willing to lose everything on this one position. The data on this one is brutal. Studies of blown trading accounts show that the vast majority involved at least one trade where the trader didn't use a stop loss or moved it further away when the trade went against them. That one trade spiraled out of control and wiped them out. Comment down below if you experienced this. Risk management is not optional. Let me tell you, it's not something you do when you feel like. Every single trade needs a predetermined stop loss before you even enter the trade. No exceptions. This is the line between trading and gambling. So there you have it. The 10 mistakes that destroy beginner traders, ranked from bad to catastrophic. If you can avoid these, especially that top 3, you will be ahead of 90% of people who try trading. Remember, trading isn't about being right all the time. It's about managing risk, staying consistent, and having the discipline to stick with a process even when it's hard. If this helped you, smash that like button and subscribe. We put out videos like this every week. Drop a comment down below and let me know which of these mistakes you've personally made. Trust me, I've made most of them myself. Until next time, trade safe and stay disciplined.